Okay, great, thank you. Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, hey, Ellen. Good to see
How do you know?
Well,
Hi, everybody.
hello, Ellen.
Hi.
Everyone, this is Ellen.
What wording?
You've changed. You realize we can make all kinds of faces and gestures at you, you'll never know.
I know, that's true. I have to count on Melvina to tell me.
We already paid her off. And why don't we get started?
Okay, we'll have the roll call. Mayor Anacone?
Here.
William Reagan?
Here.
Martin Ball?
Here.
Cecile Singer? Here. Peter Kishak?
Here.
Joy Lawrence? Here. Michael Barada?
Here.
Mayor, we have a quorum.
Okay, the first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of our October 22nd meeting. Everyone should have copies of them prior to the meeting, and if you have any changes, we'll make those changes now. Otherwise, can I have a motion to accept the minutes? Made by Bill, seconded by Marty, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Carried. Next item is the treasurer's report, and that's for October. Again, everyone should have a listen. Again, everyone should have a copy of it.
And I would just say that there's no surprises here. This is kind of what we predicted, that you'd see a drop. We were holding our own through September. We're seeing a drop October and November, and then it'll pick back in December for year end. So this is, we're kind of exactly where we thought we would be, our reforecasting in September.
There are no questions about the treasurer's report, and obviously, if afterwards, if after reading it over later on, you want, just give Melvina, we'll get everyone an answer to whatever question anyone might have. But if there are no other questions, can I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report for October 2008? Made by Pete, seconded by Joy, all in favor? Aye. Carried. Next is the final resolution on 326 Riverdale Avenue. Is someone going to speak on that?
Yes, this is a project that we've been working on for a period of time through inducement. We've gone to the public hearing. This is an affordable housing project on Riverdale Avenue. It's currently a vacant lot. At this point, we will be proceeding with a closing. The IDA will be providing assistance in the form of sales tax exemption, build-out, mortgage tax exemption, and a property tax agreement. There's basically two types of property tax agreements the board has been authorizing over the last few years. The ones that are effectively full tax agreements, and the ones with housing are generally the 10% of sheltered rent. We do that on a net present value basis. You're not issuing the bond in this case. Some of the other ones, sometimes you do issue the bond. HFA has access to the allocation, and it prefers to issue the bond. So this one, like some of the other ones you've done, doing basically a straight lease transaction that would close in the next couple of weeks.
Are there any questions on this? Of course, this has been before us before. If there are no questions, can I have a motion to approve the final resolution on 326 Riverdale Avenue? Yes. Fields made the motion, Marty seconded, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Carried. Next on the agenda is Brook Shopping Center. And again, this is a final resolution. It's been before us before. John?
This one has been a growing project. You'll see on page 2 there's kind of a history of it, but It's gone from $105 million to $174 million to $350 million project, which is exciting to be involved in because they're doing that in the face of a really tough economy, obviously, out there to get credit. You had approved this earlier with a straight lease transaction with sales tax on the build out of that base phased amount. When they wanted to go to the additional phase and larger project, they had to go back to the planning board and get another seeker and get other planning board approvals. They really aren't changing the footprint a lot or any of the things you'd worry about for seekers, such as smell or traffic. But it's a much better investment for the community. So we were very interested in that. At the same time, the mayor, as well as some of the other projects, wanted to sit with the company and settle tax grievance, and that's referred to here. The IDA doesn't directly do that, but indirectly do that. They established through a normal grievance process what the full tax amount was, and with the help of the assessor's office and the attorneys and court counsel. That's our baseline under this full tax agreement, and there's a known incrementer, and there'll be no grievances during the period of this property tax agreement. So the IDA is today approving the larger project for sales tax and mortgage tax, and the property tax agreement, which we're going to call as a full tax agreement because it is full taxes with a known escalator and no ability to grieve for the period of that pilot.
I think it's important. So likely
Pilot's 12 years.
12 years. I think it's important. It's something we may be doing more in the future on major projects too. One of the problems, as you know, because of the equalization rate in Yonkers, the equalization rate, and as it causes us in Yonkers to have this inequity in the way it's collected, we've been hit, and this is one of the places we've been hit by over a number of years. We've been hit with a number of certiorari's that they've been successfully challenging their taxes, and they had done so, or they would be doing so on this one also. We've been able to negotiate so that there would not be a payout on a certiorari, and it will preclude them from challenging over the next 12 years too. So we know what taxes and their full taxes, we know what's going to be coming into the city. I think that's very good for the city until probably we get to a point where we have a reassessment countywide and citywide. We may have to do this on some major projects to guarantee that we're going to be getting the taxes that we should be getting. And it'll also enable, obviously, the developers to know what their leases should include for the sake of the rents that they're negotiating. I think it's probably a good, under the circumstances, the best we can arrive at.
I think they're important piece because, it's the first development of its type, and to keep it current